New video appears to show the moment Israel assassinated a senior Hezbollah leader. The attack is new proof that the IDF appears interested in provoking a war with Hezbollah. It's something we've talked about over the last week. And now others are catching on from the Associated Press. With each strike, fears grow that Israel, the U.S., and Iran's allies are inching closer to all-out war. No kidding. The Biden administration sent Secretary of State Antony Blinken to the Middle East on a wide-ranging tour in an effort to, in their words, de-escalate. He's about halfway through his trip to 8 different countries. Today, he sounded optimistic when speaking about the administration's deterrence policy.
Everywhere I went, I found leaders who were determined to prevent the conflict that we're facing now from spreading, doing everything possible to deter escalation, to prevent a widening of the conflict.
Deterring escalation is really half a sentence. You need the other half, or else, before you could actually deter escalation. And so far, the Biden administration has not provided that. The Iranians sometimes view that just as weakness. Iowa Senator Joni Ernst just returned from the Middle East herself, member of the Armed Services Committee, also company commander in the National Guard during Operation Iraqi Freedom. It's nice to see you, ma'am. Thank you. We appreciate it. Earlier, I heard from the Secretary of State saying that he wanted to plan to bring long-term peace and stability to the Middle East. Is that possible as you see things right now?
Well, I think there will be peace if Israel can wipe out Hamas, if we see other terrorist leaders taken out, as we have seen with the leader in Lebanon. But we've got a long ways to go, and we need strong American leadership. And this is where we see the United States failing, is that we do not have a strong commander-in-chief. You mentioned the or else part of that, and we have not shown the rest of the world that there is an or else. We have the Houthis, we have Hezbollah, we have other Iran proxies striking American troops, not to mention what happened on October 7th, which was horrific. But when it comes to Americans, and I'll remind everyone that Hamas is currently holding 6 Americans hostage, as well as the over 30 Americans that were killed on October 7th. They continue to strike at Americans across the Middle East with those proxies, and yet the United States has done very little to respond. We don't hear strong words coming from the administration, and a matter of fact, they're actually telling the Israelis that, oh, maybe you need to back off a little bit. And that's absolutely unacceptable.
As you went through the Middle East on your trip, I'm wondering what surprised you the most, what worried you the most, what reassured you the most?
Well, I do feel I won't say very optimistic, but I do feel better about leaning in and pressuring some of these countries on release of the hostages. Egypt is involved in negotiations with Hamas, as is the Qataris. Bahrain is a very good partner to us in the Middle East. And of course, we have other nations like Jordan that will be involved as well. But I do feel very good about visiting with those leaders, making sure they understand that we must have Americans returned and that we must find peace and stability in the Middle East. But that doesn't involve the engagement of terrorists. So I feel good about the message being received by those leaders, but time will tell. And unfortunately, the families of these hostages, all they can do is, promote their loved ones, but then they have to wait. And I hate that for them. And it's sheer agony for these families.
Yeah, we had one on last Friday, so I hear you there in terms of what they're going through. It's nice to see you, Senator. Thank you very much. We'll be watching your home state closely a week from tonight. I won't make you make any predictions, but I think you can predict the weather it'll be cold, right? That's what I hear.
It will be cold, Leland, so everybody bundle up and get out to your caucuses if you are in Iowa. It's going to be an exciting night.
It will be indeed. We'll talk soon. Coming up, we invite you to sign up for War Notes. Gives you a free look at the show every day at 4 p.m. Our thoughts about the most important and interesting stories of the day. some of our favorite clips on social media as well. Warnotes.com to subscribe for free. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.